Hello. So today we're going to be talking about archetypes of misogynoir. An archetype is essentially a representation of something that falls within the same sort of presentation or template every time. You can also see it as sort of interchangeable with the word trope. So an archetype is essentially a trope, right? So a little bit about me before we go forward. So a little bit about me. Hi, I'm Nisha Potts. I am interested in this topic and I feel it was appropriate for me to bring it to you because I have a master's in women's studies and a bachelor's in black studies. A little more about me if you're interested and you just want to know who is this woman talking to me about these things. Like I said, I have a bachelor's of arts in black studies, master's of arts in women's studies, and I'm currently a PhD candidate for the program in education, theory, and policy. My experiences include teaching women's studies and black studies at a Research One university, writing curriculum for and instructing AP U.S. history and government and politics courses, designing and facilitating training on sexual assault, implicit bias, racism, misogynoir, and much more at the university level, managing a research project that proved the efficacy of telehealth and nonprofit advocacy in reducing HIV transmission and transition into AIDS. So, I also worked in two universities, confidentially hearing the experiences of students and connecting them to local resources for experiences with harassment, sexual assault, homophobic bullying, and racial discrimination. So today's topic is the contempt of disdain for or disgust towards Black women as a product of anti-Black heteropatriarchy, that is misogynoir. But let's get into some definitions. Other than that, first, the word I just used was heteropatriarchy. Some people may be wondering what the heck that is. It's a system of oppression that includes symbols, attitudes, beliefs, values, standards, policies, and practices that privileges the expression of cisgender masculinity, particular through heterosexually coded acts, while exploiting, marginalizing, and victimizing those who hold gender and sexual identities which may be minoritized under that system. So it's essentially a system in which one's sexual and gender identity determines their relationship to power. There are certain sexual and gender identities that are privileged under that system and some that are marginalized and oppressed under that system. So anti-Black heteropatriarchy think the same thing, but it's also adding in the anti-Blackness. So it's a system of oppression in which people are assumed to have particular sexual and gender identities which are racially constituted and work to create ideas of racial differences. These identities place them within a matrix of power. So a matrix